So happy birthday. And we've got three cars. We just gone green light. And I think the Red Bull is out first. I'm not sure which one. One of the Williams look like is out. Then one of the looks like one of the Haas's. Then I think Racing Bull. So we're getting our first cars out. There's going to be several coming out on track. So EOR, sorry, Bro is. I gotta bring up my notes again. That's Browning, Luke Browning, Williams. Here are Akon, Borella, Lawson, Doohan, Nor Vesti, who's another reserve driver. We're getting a mix of hard and medium tires, which is interesting. Um, Bernardovich, Dino is coming out in Charles Carr, Antonelli, and then Hamilton. So that is, yeah, a lot of rookies driving in FP1. What sites can I watch F1 for free? You can't really watch it for free. You needed to be like subscribed to like ESPN for ESPN Plus, or Disney Plus for ESPN Plus. You in the UK there is the Sky Plus, I think effectively what they're calling it. And then there's ultimately F1 TV. Again, if F1 TV is unavailable in your country, that is unfortunate because it's actually F1 TV is actually one of the best ways to watch. Um, if it's not available in your country, oh, so they'll lock it out because of your credit card as well. That's unfortunate. So, Speed. Hey, is it a night or day race in a day in there in the race? Oh, this is not the race. It's just practice one. But we will. I believe Bahrain is a night race. One of the few night races that we have on our calendar. The other two that we would that of of note, is Abu Dhabi ends up being a night race. Miami, not Miami. Vegas is a night race, and Singapore is a night race. Ultimate Z Warrior saying, "How many rookies are driving G's?" That's six FP1 rookies on top of all the another five of the six other rookies we have this season. Again, one of them, Bierman is out. He's being replaced by Hirakawa, who this is his second outing in FP1. Again, he was in FP1 in Japan with Alpine, and that's another story. You guys go look up. It's interesting and he's right now saying he had the fastest lap. Borello's just taking that from. Again, it's still early. Um, Everyone is out on track. Actually, that's I should say we're now just under 3.5 minutes into this session, and everyone is on track. Now, I don't expect everyone to stay on track. There'll be probably one or two who this is pretty much an installation lap will come back in. So, little sector not working. That is true, and that is give it time. It's something in our data in the data feed where that's not working. If we're not getting it here, it means we're not getting that information elsewhere as well. But we are getting the sector times, and that's a we've been seeing a lot of oddities with the data stream. I know I believe, where were we? In China, we were getting some oddities in the data stream, after qualifying sessions. So, Dave has, I think this is the most busy I've ever seen F1 track during a practice session. Yeah. So, Browning, basically the he again the Alpine car. He is the first one to come in, doing an installation lap. Wouldn't be surprised if anyone had any FlowBiz paint, or I don't think we saw any. And there is, which car is this? Ooh. It's one of the Mercedes, but I don't know if it is Vesti or Antonelli. I would think this may be more Vesti, the way that car went wide and then did an overcorrection. So can anyone tell it's not? It's day. It's day right now speed, and it's not a match. It's just practice. So don't this is a. And then one of the which Ocon's basically he's saying the car's pulling in the straight left to right. So there's some alignment issue that's going on. And there we go. The subsectors have come in. Yeah, where's Max? Max is out because this is an FP1. Iwasa is in for Max for FP1. Max again. Max, Charles, George, Alonso, Ali, and Carlos are all out in FP1. They'll be back for FP2, and this is again this year. So it's been several practices for the past few years where each team had to put a rookie in each of the cars. Um, in a session in FP1, we are now getting twice as many of that. So that's good. That's getting more opportunities for rookies to get into the car, to test, to get experience in the car, and that helps towards their super license points. BEG is Bigonic. And I'm butchering his name. It's Dino Bernonic. He is he is in the Ferrari for Charles. If can someone put a phonetic pronunciation of his name, that would really help me because I am butchering his name horribly. Kimi lost power. That's not good. He is still moving. Yeah, so Antonelli is still moving. So he's still moving. So cars are passing him. So Antonelli has lost power, but it looks like he's still got enough juice to get him back into the pit. So unfortunately, we're not going to get a red flag out of that. People are asking about where's Max. Max is out because Iwa is in. Who's BEG? That's Dino. I'm going to pronounce his name. Biganovic. He's in the Ferrari for Charles. Again, we've got Vesti in for George in the Mercedes. Durovic, the Aston Martin reserve driver, is in for Alonso. Hirakawa, again, Ryo Hirakawa was in the Alpine last weekend in the Alpine. He's now moved from Alpine, is now the reserve driver at Haas, and he's now in the Haas car for FP1. And then we've got Luke Browning in the Williams car for Carlos Sainz. Looking at what you guys are going, 17 is a newbie. There's a minimum amount of sessions they have to give to the rookies. Yes, and that's every now this year. Each team has to do two sessions in each car with a rookie. BC Draco, we're not going to show actual footage because we can't actually show you actual footage. We're a watch along, so by that alone, that means you should be watching your local TV or F1 TV, and yeah, so basically you get you should be watching along with your service provider for F1 or F1 TV. As for me, I've got F1 TV, and Muggy just why copyrights because FOM will take down the stream. We like our stream. That's all right. Can't find anything better. This will do. Yeah, and that's actually what For me, I actually started watching these streams like race during races before I actually started watching. Found the F1 stream. Through ES at the time I was using ESPN Plus. Um, did not enjoy ESPN Plus. It was basically the Sky Sports stream. Um, and after that 21 season 20 for 2022, I got F1 TV, and I have not looked back. I've greatly enjoyed the F1 TV stream. They have a different commentary crew, so it's not Crofty, it's not Ted, and it's Julian Palmer, it's Alex Brundle, and they're extremely good. I actually enjoy them a lot more than Crofty. Now I know Crofty's the old, standby, but yeah, whatever. I don't care. Uh, Hamilton's talking about the balance of the car is not right, and he doesn't think that the tires are gripping the track correctly. Yaki pointing out that Vessi's been locking up again. We've been seeing that Red Bull car lock up multiple times. We've got Isaac Hajjad coming out of the pits. We've got Doohan, Antonelli, Ayoa, and Browning out on the pits in the pits right now. Um, 12 minutes in the session, and we've got Norris going top of the board, 135.249. Albon does a 135.752. It's a half a second off. Ocon does a 136, and Oscar's doing 136.236. He's about a second off. Hamilton's over a second and a tenth off of Norris's time. So large, large uh, variance between the drivers right now. We've got P1 through P14 is under 3 seconds, and then we've got on some unrepresented times, and then it looks like Browning basically did an installation lap because he's only done 2 laps. He's come back into the pits, has not come out yet. Looking right now at the moment. Anna thinks that 128 is the target. Probably they'll break and go to 128. I mean, we're yeah. We'll see. We'll see how. Talk to you. What are your thoughts on Alex Albon's year so far? He's actually done very well this year. I did not expect Albon to outperform Carlos Sainz. In fact, I believe he has points and Carlos doesn't. So the first 3 races have not done. Carlos has not done well in those first 3 races. Also on the radio, they're asking what the balance is like, and he says shocking as his response. So yeah, that was the thing with Albin this year is that with Carlos, we now actually have a good measuring stick of how actually good he is. The last 3, his he's had Latifi, he's had Logan, he's had Colapino, and he's a much better driver than all of them put together, really. Um, so to now get Carlos as his teammate, now we have an actually good measuring stick because we know Carlos is a race winner. Bottom line, and we know he's a good driver. He's a quality driver. Not elite tier, but A tier. You have a yellow flag. Someone's going off, and we've gone back to green. Again, you listen to the Race Statistics channel. We are on YouTube and Twitch. I want to thank everyone who's at Twitch right now. over here on YouTube. We've got over 2,294 watching right now. Thank you. You got over 405 likes. So thank you so much. That helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Again, I am trying to keep an eye on both Twitch chat and YouTube chat. Dude, you're quiet. Yeah, it's 4:46 in the morning right now. I've been up way too much. I'm also not trying to scream because I do have neighbors above me. So right now, let's see, we've got Isaac coming in. Doohan just jumps to 7. He's 1.1 behind Norris this time. What happened to Browning? We all know. Only thing that we know, he's out now. I mean, we came into the pits. Speed. What does the H and mean in that chart? That's the tires. So basically, the yellow is medium, the white is hard. If you see a slash through it, so Oscar right now has that, and Albon has that designation on their tires, means that those tires have been used. There's no point in screaming. It's the first practice. We were talking about practice. Toto just went P6, 136.323. Bordeaux's got a good lap. He was putting together. He had put together a good lap, and they came in the pits. Oscar just jumped to P3, 135.706. He's a half a second off his teammates. Albon is only less than a tenth, point at 89 thousandths behind Norris. He has the fastest second sector on that lap. Vesti's putting together a lap. He's improving his time. He's got some subsectors that are purple. He's about to finish the line. He's going to jump up to P9, 136. So he's 1.7 behind Norris right now. Browning is out. He looks like he's doing a fast lap now. Some inconsistency in sector 1. He didn't improve in his time. See how he does in sector 2. Lawson picking up speed. He didn't start sector 1 particularly great, but he does improve in his time in sector 1. So he's the other one on a flying lap. Right now, everyone else is coming to the pits or a cool down lap or in a program where they don't need to be going as fast as possible. What is happening with Antonelli? Where is Antonelli on the board? He's only done 3 laps. He did basically he did his out lap, he did a flying lap, and then came into the pits. Why has been Norris pits for 10 minutes? A lot of teams are doing A/B testing. So I know, for example, Hamilton has a new floor that Charles is not going to have. And they're going to test basically. So that's one example. That's an A/B test, for in terms of parts how things are going to perform. And so if that goes well, that could be something that could be put in for Charles either for FP2 or FP3. Yeah. So one of the big things is that when we were here 6 weeks ago for preseason testing, it was 20 degrees cooler than it was now. And Mercedes was one of the teams that looked really good because they tend to perform in cooler weather. So again, Vegas, for example, is a great track for Mercedes because it's a night race, and it's in later November when it's cooler in that portion in the United States, and they're in the desert, so they get even more. Again, where's people asking where's Charles? Basically, Bregovic basically is in for him. I'm butchering his name. So Charles is out for FP1 for a rookie. That's the same for Max. Iwas is in his car. Same for George. Vesti's in his car. Same for Alonso. Drogovic is in his car. Ollie Behrman is out, and here Ryo Hirakawa come from Alpine over to Haas as a reserve driver is in his car, in Ollie's car, and then Carlos Sainz is out for Luke Browning. Alex Jacques. So what do I think? Not Alec. I was thinking of someone else. It's Alex Jock and Julian Palmer, who are the primary commentators on F1 TV. Again, why is Verstappen driving? Basically, we've got a rookie driver in, and he's having a fun time seeing himself. My bro sounds like Zach Brown. That's you guys have mentioned that I apparently sound like Zach Brown. I am from the New England area. He has that sound. He's got that Northeast sounding voice as well. My voice is I would say my voice is is a higher tenor than his. Craig saying slower due to hard tires, high temps, no grip. Yeah, they're having problems, and it's multiple people are saying about this, but with the track because it's much hotter than it was 6 weeks ago. Tires are not getting the same grip they were getting during preseason season testing. WK, what's the slash on the tire logo? So someone who has that on it is Norris, Albon, Gasly, and Oscar. They all have that slash on it. That indicates the tire they're using is a used tire. Carl Wenzel, a bunch of reserve drivers. They're not all reserves. I know Hero and Drogovic are reserve drivers. Um, the others are not. We wouldn't call them as reserve drivers. Like Browning, like Iwas is an F2 driver as well. VES, that's Fred Vesti, and he's in the Mercedes of George Russell. Again, no, they have not been sacked, Val. These drivers, this is required rookie training, rookie training. That is so for each team, for each car, they need to have a rookie in each car twice each season. So it was two sessions for each team last year. It's now been doubled this year, so that's the new. That's why you're seeing so many now. You guys are funny. VS stands for Verstappen Jr. No, that is not Verstappen Jr. Albin flying right now. Albin actually gone top of the board, 135.180. That's actually 0.6069, 69 thousandths. Nice. Faster than Norris. Gasly is third. He's 0.44 behind. So just Noda started a good lap, but has aborted it. Fastest first sector. Albon was the fastest second sector, and Norris is in the fastest third sector right now. Norris's best lap was a 135.249. He did about six tenths off of that in his last lap. We've only got Albon, Norris, Stroll, Lawson, Isaac Hajar, Ilawawa, who's in for Max, Drogovic, who's in for Alonso, out on track right now. Again, we're about 35. We're got 35 minutes left. 35 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in this session. Again, you're listening to the Racing Statistics channel. We're live on both YouTube and Twitch. Look over at Twitch chat. And didn't know this was a Twitch stream. Yeah, no, we just started doing Twitch as well. Shay over in Twitch is asking who is IWA. That's Iowa. He's replacing Max. Looking over here. Speed's asking when will FP2 start? About 3 hours from now. I believe I'll have to check Let me go check my calendar because I have it on there. So, so in about 30 minutes, this session will end. It's basically 35 minutes, and then another 2.5 hours. Then we will have the start of FP2. FP3 will be a hour later tomorrow, and quali is and it will be an hour later than FP2. The race itself will be the same time as FP2. So for me, that's 10 a.m. Again, if you're looking for the correct times, just go to the F1 website. Scroll down to the bottom. There's a widget for times and calendar. Click on that. That'll give you the dates and times there. Back. People ask again where Max is. Max is out for FP1 rookie training. That's the same for Charles, George, Alonso, Ali, and Carlos Sainz. We're asking, where's the Euro guy with the face cam? You're talking about Ryan, and he was not from Europe. He's actually from South America. Again, this is the Racing Sisters channel. You're both, again, we're live on both YouTube and Twitch. It's not that he left. He's taking time. Um, he has resigned. Ryan is taking time away from the channel, and that's how I see. He's not scheduled to be on any race or practice or quality anytime soon. But it's not. It's a matter of when he wants to come back, he's going to be welcome back. It's not. That's not the. It's a question of when will he be back, not if he will be back. So uh, people are asking about. Yeah, and he's in his senior year of college right now, and that's a lot of pressure as it is. So and he was not enjoying some of the F1 streams. There were several races where he just, again, he would have hated the Japanese race, and having gone through that Japanese race myself, I fully understand how he felt multiple times with many races where Max just went out ahead and kept ahead and stayed and won races that way. And he went through a lot of races like that, and that it grinds your gears. Put it bluntly. So there's it's again, it's a matter of when he will be back. Right now we've got Borrell, Norris, IR, Drogovic, and Vessi on track right now. Um, hmm, I cannot pronounce your name. I can't pronounce it at all. But you basically just said Indy 500, 2005 flashbacks right now. I'm curious what you mean by the 2005 flashbacks. I was not watching at that time. This point 20 years ago, I was in my master's studies, so I was not watching motorsports at that time. Yeah, we are seeing some softs. Hulkenberg is out on softs. Ira is out on soft. They're on their out laps right now, and Borrell is the first one to do a flying lap on those softs. Fastest first sector so far. See how he's doing. Vesti right now has the fastest second sector on medium tires. Borrell to Vesti just jumped up to third, 1.45 behind Albon. Albon's gone top of the board, 135.00. Norris is now second, 0.66 behind Norris. Here comes Bortolao. He's doing really well. He could actually go to the top of the board, and he does. He goes P1. So uh, he does a 136.628. He is a half second, 5.52 faster than Albon. Now, granted, he's the first one to do a flying lap on those softs in this session. So rookie in P1. Oh, why are you guys having flashbacks to the Yeah, you guys need to be more careful. When you just say Indy and a year, as an American, I'm going to assume you're talking about the Indianapolis 500 and not the U.S. Grand Prix that year. You guys got to be a little more careful. Stake race win confirmed. Well, you can go to the state casino and bet on that if you want, Tavo. It looks like they're doing work on Charles' car. The wing is off. Yeah, so Devo is basically um, not in his car. I mean, he's not in the car. The car has basically been pulled apart, so he may not be back out on track. Marie loves animal. Hi, I'm watching this in school. I won't. I'm a professor, and I'm not going to snitch on you. So don't worry. So wait, Kimmy is coming out. Yeah, no, Kimmy is driving. He's been on track a couple times. Kimmy Antonelli. Right now, he's in the pits at the moment. Hulkenberg on fire. Hulkenberg is on fire. He's got a good sector one, improved fastest sector two. He's about to come. We just had Hirara cross the line P5. Hulkenberg is gone P1. He's 3/10 a third faster than Borrello. So we got Stake at top of the board on soft tires right now. Hulkenberg took fastest sector two and sector three on that fastest lap. He did a 134.262. And you have the goat says, "Stop the session here." Yeah, stop the count. Yeah, definitely. We've got 27 minutes to go in this session. Cyber dominance can get boring. Yeah, definitely. Hulkenberg apparently did lock up on that lap. Looks like, even though he went P1. So there's a lot of room to be had. I know right now Ocon and Lawson are at laps on softs. Um, I think Oscar, not impressive sector one. See how he comes. He does improve his time in sector one. So Oscar on a flying lap. So a lot of room for improvement for Oscar in that first sector at the beginning of the lap. Looking right now if anyone else is. Yeah, he's the only one on a flying lap right now. Gasly coming out of the pits. So is Albon. But has come back out of the pits. So getting more traffic out here. Hinton. He's just passing people. But he's not doing a flying lap per se. It looks like he's more on a program at the moment. See how Hamilton comes. Hamilton did a 139, which is 3 seconds off his best time. Oscar just jumped to P2, 134.508. Did not improve in sector three. That's unfortunate. Again, fastest second sector, so we'll see how Oscar see where things go that direction. over in Twitch is asking, how is the is the track 47 degrees hot? I mean, they're in the desert, dude. That's part of the issue, and it was 20 degrees cooler 6 weeks ago. So we were in the at the end of winter 6 weeks ago, and we're at the beginning of spring, going into the summer, almost going into the summer at this point. Has this race been cleared? He has it raced. No, the track temperature. Well, I mean, it's 35 degrees. I mean, no, I mean, it's not a heat. They wouldn't deal. The drivers just deal with it. Though this is actually not as bad as it could be. For example, Singapore has a high heat, but also high humidity. How do you subscribe on um, on Twitch? All you need to do is to follow. You don't necessarily, if you pay to subscribe on. So again, for Twitch, you follow a Twitch channel and then subscribe to pay to get rid of ads. On YouTube, you subscribe to the channel and then join it to get rid of the ads and get special emojis. I don't know, what do we have? We have a few of our emojis over here. We got a few of the cars and a GG. Um, and we've been more present over on YouTube, so we've got a lot more emojis over there currently. We're just about to hit 500 likes. We got 513. Again, we got about 2,574 you watching over here on YouTube. Roll telling us to relax. It's just practice because we're talking about practice. Just practice, man. Practice. If you guys don't know what I'm referring to, go back. The NBA, Alvin Iverson, AI basically was talking about practice. It's pretty much a meme in the NBA. Gasly just went P1, 133.442. That's 4 tenths faster, and that's a full purple lap for him as well on new softs. So we're seeing those soft tires perform, but not everyone is on those soft tires. Also, none of the rookies. I mean, Bortolello was the first one to go out and make that. So we've gone P9. He's now P9. Um, oh, okay. So there was a moment of data error. Akon did not actually stop. That was just a data error in our stream, and he is still on track. Oh, yeah. We don't deal with racial slurs on our channel. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a nice day. You have lost. Are softs going to be things for the race? I don't know if they're going to be something for the race. I think they will be. I think we're dealing with softs that are going to be used in quali, but not necessarily the race itself. And again, Sonoda just had a moment where the track he was listed as being stopped. That's just an error in the data stream. Albin's getting it right now. So we're getting inconsistency with our data stream. We're getting stop signals for no apparent reason, and that's a something going on upstream with the data. And yeah, I think Albin unsafe release for Albin in the pit lane. One of the Red Bulls had to go around him because he wasn't going fast enough. So there'll be an investigation on that. We're under 20 minutes to go in this session right now. Again, you're listening to the Racing Suits channel. We are live on both YouTube and Twitch right now. Moving over. LaFare's asking over here basically when the air temperature gets above 30, it was a heat hazard and drivers should use a cooling system. I believe so. I have to go look that up now that you mention it. F1 TV right now is pointing out that Stroll has scored all of the points for Aston Martin this year so far. Yeah, Alonso has not had a good start of the year. He did not finish Australia and China, and then in Japan he managed to finish the race but did not score any points. So not a good start for Alonso. As for Stroll, he's scored points. He's been consistent, which is unlike him, and that's probably the big thing that you should take away from Lance Stroll so far is that he's been consistent as a driver. F1 slander Alonso is crazy. No, well, it's not slander. I mean, this is it's just. I mean, before Japan, Alonso was not even classified as in the championship because he did not finish either race those first two races. So he was actually left off the driver board for that reason. I mean, if you want to take that one farther, Davo, I mean, like Stroll is P11 and Norris is P12. So there's that. Sally Rye, I still believe Alonso is the best rookie. You and Antonelli. Why probably not done a proper lap? No, he's done a well, yeah, he hasn't done a proper lap. Um, that's a good question, and I'm not sure why. Saying they're correlating preseason testing for Browning. Yeah, that would be most likely the answer here. He's probably not doing a quali run, and they don't really want him to push the car because he's new in that car. I mean, he's not new, but he's done I think one, if not two sessions last year. So he's not new in the F1 car, but he's not driving it on a regular basis. So they've got him probably doing a program that would be more race related than a quality release. Yeah, Antonelli's only done 3 laps. Um, that's a good question. Why is Antonelli only? Take a look if there's anything about that. Yeah, okay. So there was an incident between Sonoda and Albin, and this will be investigated after the session for infringement. And that was pretty close. I know there was an issue between the two William drivers. Browning was crawling on a solo, Albin on quick one. That was close to Albin, said radio later. Look. What's going on? Okay, so I'm getting a report that the mechanics are pulling on the rear wing. Some of the components, wherever so there's a water pump issue, is what they're apparently what it is. So it doesn't look like Antonelli is going to be back out in this session. So that will be it for him in FP1. He will be back for FP2. That's they'll fix that. But it looks like the extensive work is being done on the car right now, where he won't be back. Norris Rapid, fastest sector 2, sector 3, green sector 1. He's gone P1. He's only he 0.238, so 238 thousandths faster than Gasly. Fisher Moon pointing out what my point is: Stroll isn't as slow as many say. He's terribly inconsistent, and that's what makes this interesting, is that he's been consistent these first 3 races. So I arrived saying the man gets too much hate, but no way he's better than the rookie. No, he does get a lot of no. He is actually whether he's better or not than Drogovic is another issue, but he does get a lot of hate, and parts of it is that at Monaco there was the Lance Stroll, where the Monaco the local Monaco TV crew cut away from racing action to show a replace a replay of something Stroll was doing, and he gets you know crap because of that, unfortunately. Have a rookie ever raced in an F1 race as a replacement for a race and actually did well? Yeah, De Vries is one of those. De Vries was a rookie, did well. Um, I mean, we go back to Eddie Jordan's team. He gave Michael Schumacher, his debut in F1, and he did particularly well. So well that he was actually signed to another. He signed with another team um, after that race. So Lawson has done well. Behrman has done well as a replacement. Behrman scored points. He was top of the board last year. Lawson did okay. He did particularly well when he placed Ricardo while he was injured. Got several cars on track. Let me see. 5, 6, 7, 8 cars on track right now. And that would be Morello, Stroll, Drogovic, Iowa, Oscar, Norris, Vesti, and Hulkenberg. No, Michael Schumacher wasn't the same. I wouldn't say they had the same start. They were different conditions. Schumacher basically replaced the driver because he was in jail, and De Vries replaced Alex because he had an appendicitis. Who was IWA? That's Hirokawa. He's in for Max for this session. So, okay, what you guys are saying over in Twitch chat. Again, this is the Racing Tuesday channel. We are on both Twitch and YouTube right now. Say hello, Twitch chat. Hello, YouTube chat. Yeah, he was as a Japanese driver. He is the most promising rookie in the Red Bull family right now. That's not in F1. So if something were to happen, they need to replace a driver in F1. He would be the one in line to. He would be the one coming up from F2, and he's a decent driver too. Just looking right now. Spectre says that Nigel Mansell has a record of the highest pole position in the season. He was on pole 14 out of 16 races, which is a rate of 87.5%. Yeah. I know where. So the thing about Nigel Mansell is that for me, um, I know him because he won the championship in F1, and then the next year took his ball and came to the United States and raced in IndyCar. And he was a rookie. He was basically a rookie at the Indianapolis 500 that year. You know, the F1 champion, a rookie rookie in the Indianapolis 500. He was leading that race until a restart, and basically it was. I know Fittipaldi, and I think it was Fittipaldi and Lion Dyke jumped him on a restart. He did the restart wrong, and he basically dropped from first to third on the restart after he got jumped by the other two, um, those two drivers, and then he never recovered from that. He finished. I think he finished third actually. He's either third or fourth. Um, but it was very interesting. It was interesting to watch. If he had not botched that restart, um, he was in position to win that race. Looking at right now. Do you consider races from old F1 to be better superpower for to modern F1? You can make that question about modern NBA or the modern NFL game or soccer, football for those of you in Europe, even baseball here in the United States. There's it's just it, it, there's different areas of the game. There's the area of the sport, and you gotta take it as it is. Opinion on Audi and Cadillac joining F1 yet? Well, Audi's already in through the Sauber team. Basically, they own Sauber now 100%, and it's just a matter of when the regulations change. Basically, um, Sauber got the stake um, slash kick sponsorship for these 2 years. Hamilton just jumped to P3, 133.800. He's 6 tenths off of Norris's time. We've about 5 minutes left to go. I don't see anyone right now putting in any glorified laps. Again, you wouldn't put those laps in now for that. Uh, Next, we will see that in FP2 at the end of FP2 because we'll see FP2 will be a more representative practice time to both quali and the race itself. Again, people are asking about the rookie drivers. Again, I'll go over them one more time. Emil Iwasa is in the Red Bull for Max. Dino Bregovic is in the Ferrari for Charles. Fred Vesti is in the Mercedes of George Russell. Felipe Drugovich, the reserve driver for Aston Martin, is in Alonso's car. Luke Brownie is in the Carlos Sainz's Williams car, and then Rio Hiroaka. I'm pronouncing his name wrong. My apologies. But he's in Ali Behrman's car. Now, what's interesting about Rio is that he was in the Alpine car for FP1 testing last week in Japan. What has happened is essentially he has switched teams. He signed with Alpine. He has now switched over to Haas as their reserve driver, and that's he's probably got a better chance of doing what he needs to. So one of the things that's interesting is that I'm not sure which of the Haas's I'm looking at. I assume it may be Albon, but he's got red Floviz paint. Yeah, it's Albon. He's got a purple, an orange red Floviz paint on his wings. Again, I want to thank Twitch chat. I want to thank YouTube chat for you guys. Again, this is Grash with you live for FP1 for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Jose Galvez, do you think Yuki will get into Q1? Yeah, he should. I suspect that he'll get into Q1 for quali. RJ said, asking about performing with the new floor in upgrades. Only Hamilton has a new floor, as I understand right now. And right now, Hamilton's P3 with 6/10 off, which is not for right where we are right now. That's actually not that bad. So it sounds like it is performing. No, Albon's in the Williams. Ryo, not pronouncing his name correctly. My apologies. Basically, he is in for Berman. Dabo, I think we're talking about tomorrow for predictions for Q1. Sorry, I'm reading this Q3. I don't know who has the flow. No, we're talking about the Williams car has Flovis paint. The one side of the wing has paint. It's heavily painted too. Perry talking to Luke. I want Perez back. Perez is talking with. He could be back next year with Cadillac. He's currently talking with them, and it's early. Even if Cadillac does sign him, there's no rush to sign him. They've got plenty of time to get their their driver lineup. Somewhere I would expect Cadillac would have their announcement somewhere like mid-season break, summer break. Looking at what you guys are asking right now. We've got about 30 seconds left to go. Again, you're listening to Race Statistics YouTube channel and our Twitch channel now. This has been Grash giving you coverage. Again, the big news is basically we've had 6 different FP1 rookie drivers in for other drivers this session. Norris is top of the board with Gasly and Hamilton P2, P3, Albon P4, Ocon P5, Hulkenberg P6. Again, ultimately we have
Thank you, friends.
Max, Charles, George, Alonso, Ollie Behrman, and Carlos Sainz out in this, and they'll be back for FP2. So we are coming to the end of this session now, so we are Checkered flag has been flown. Who's the first to take it? Antonelli's car was pulled apart. He only did 3 laps in this session, and he came in the pits, basically did his outlap, did a flying lap, came into the pit, came around, came to the pits, and that was it for him for this session. So we really don't have an idea where the Mercedes are at the moment. The other car was driven by Fred Vesti, who was P18. So I mean, they're at the bottom of the board, but one's a FP1 rookie driver, and the other had his car pulled apart. So we really don't know where Mercedes is at the moment. We'll get it better. That's one of the stories that will come out of FP2 is we'll have a better idea where Mercedes is with FP2. Yeah, that's all that they wrote. Gasly looking pretty good in this mixed up board. Again, Ferrari, we didn't have Charles. We only had Hamilton up the top of the board. Max wasn't there. So, yeah, I think the weird one is Oscar is 1.3 off of his teammate. And I'm wondering if they're testing something that didn't go right. Can there be hope for Alonso? Yeah, there's hope for Alonso. He's just not in FP1. Again, for everyone here at the Racing U channel, this has been FP1. Bordello would be the first one to take the flag for checkered flag. They're going to go around one more time, and then ultimately, it's going to basically they're going to do practice starts. Yeah, they're taking apart Iowa's car. He was the other one in the pits when the checkered flag came out. Nose is already off, and they're pulling that car apart to basically get things ready. You'll be when this stream ends, you'll be taken to the FP2 stream. If you guys give us a like before we go, that'll be great. Again, for everyone here at the Racing channel, again here on YouTube and on Twitch, I want to thank all of you. We will see you FP2. I'll be back for FP2. So it's going to be a weekend with me. Looks like at the moment. All right, this is Grash. I am signing out. I will see you for FP2. Take care, everyone.